Being a small business owner, there are actually some circumstances that you're not prepared for, and once they happen, if you're not ready, it can be overwhelming and it can make you break down. One look and I breathe. So guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I would actually be sharing some of the experiences I had and the lessons I learned as a small business owner. Now, the month of April honestly was one of the toughest months of my life business wise, because I actually had, I wouldn't say a bad, but I got to know more about what it takes to be a business owner. Business is not like a bed of roses. You cannot just be sailing that boat smoothly. So I actually had my own experience in the month of April, and I learned some lesson, and I feel like, let me just make a video and tell my friends about my experience and some of the lessons I learned, so you don't have to like make these mistakes. First off, as a business owner, especially as a small business owner, you need to always charge your worth. You don't need to, because you want to make sales, lower your worth or lower the price of your service or your products because you want to make sales. It's really not advisable, because if anything can happen, consign clients, you guys already agreed on a particular fee, so you have to give them their money worth, whether you get your own profits or not. For the fact that you agreed on a certain price with your clients, you have to give them the best, even though you actually rendered or sold your products to them at a discounted price. Do you understand? Because it is your own brand. If anything can happen, it doesn't really concern anybody if you give them a discount or not. Always charge your worth. Like, always charge your worth. Do not go low because you want to keep making sales and you're not making profits. I mean, we all are in business to make profits. So what's the point of you making sales and in the end you have nothing to show for it? Yeah. So that's the first point. And then the second point is always communicate with your clients. So last month, April, I saw Shiggy. I saw Shiggy as a business owner. It wasn't what I planned for, but one thing that actually helped me was the fact that I was able to communicate with some. Now that's where I actually made a mistake. I did not tell all of my clients because I was thinking it's something that would not take time, but it took more than expected. So some of my clients were actually in the dark because I did not communicate what was going on with them. Then I only told some of them. So those I did not communicate with, oh my god. Like, when I say oh my god, they were on my neck. They were really on my neck. At that point, I got frustrated because, okay, what happened was my phone packed up. Yeah, my phone got spoiled all of a sudden, like all of a sudden, and then my generator. I make shoes, right, and there's no how I'll work without light. My generator got faulty too, and there was no light. Oh my god! I got frustrated at that point. I wasn't myself. I was just there. Basically, I was just there because I was thinking, what will I do? What am I going to do? So those my kind that I did not explain what was going on to. Hey, they showed me shiggy. This is actually not funny. Like, when I was experiencing it, it wasn't funny. But I'm glad that we're able to sort the whole thing out afterwards. But at that point, it wasn't funny. Ah, like, I broke down, I cried, I got tired of being a business owner. At that point, I just felt like, you know what, maybe I'll just refund, and I just want to have myself back. That was how I felt. And to even refund was a big while. But then I'm glad we're able to sort the whole thing out. So what I'm trying to say is, in essence, is whatever it is that you're going through, some things can just happen. Not like you're actually prepared for them, but they just happen. So as soon as you're in that situation, please just try to communicate with your clients, because it doesn't really speak well of a brand when you already promised your client that, okay, you'll be getting your product on so day and you do not deliver. There's this adage that says, whenever your money is, that's where your mind is. For the fact that you guys already agreed that, okay, I'll be getting my product on so day, and you as a business owner, you already know that, or more, I'll not be able to meet up with this time. Communicate to them before they actually reach out to you, and trust me, they would actually understand. I mean, they are human, so they'll understand. The third point is always have emergency fund. That is a very important point. Business owner, okay, myself, I use Piggy Vest. Piggy Vest, that app is just amazing. I would always recommend every business owner to have emergency fund, because like I said, you cannot predict what would actually happen at so time. So when you have fund for emergency, it will be easy for you to, be able to sort at least one or two out without having to stress yourself unnecessarily. So if just for you to just like lock a particular fund, maybe monthly or weekly, for emergencies, okay, I already have a backup plan somewhere. So in case anything happen to my business, or in case I need to just do something with my business money, I can always go to that phone and sort whatever issue I have. That was what helped me actually. I mean, when my phone packed up, if not for the money I already saved for emergency on Piggyvest, I don't know what I would have done for real. So this is me recommending Piggyvest. That app is just amazing. And as a business owner, you should always have plans for emergency. Then do not be scared to make mistakes. Yes, being a small business owner, that means that you're actually just growing. So there are times that you would make a couple of mistakes. I know at that point, that mistake can be heartbreaking. But one thing I realized is there's actually a lesson attached to every mistake. There's a lesson you get to learn from every mistake made. So do not be scared of making mistakes. Okay, me, I make shoes, right? Actually, sometimes that just a simple error. Maybe I'm working, I'll just make a simple mistake like this, because I'm actually always being careful when I'm working. But I realize that no one is perfect. I mean, no one is actually perfect. No one is above mistakes. So what I do at that point is when I make mistakes, I try to look deeply into that stuff and realize where I made the mistake. So if I'm doing the same thing again, I'll know that okay, this was what I did the first time. I shouldn't do the same thing this time. And also, being that what I do is like I use my hand. Yeah, you guys know I make shoes, right? So most of when I make mistakes, the mistake I made sometimes turns out to be a new design for me. And I'll be like, damn, bro, like design is actually nice. Although it was a mistake, but I learned this design, or I come to realize this design through just so mistake. Do you get? And lastly, learn to balance your work and your personal life. Yes, as a business owner, especially when you're just growing, things can get so overwhelming that if you're not careful, all your time, energy, like everything will just be into your business, that you even barely have time for other stuff in your life. You barely have time for yourself, you barely have time for your friends, you barely have time for your family, you barely have time for other things that are actually important, because it's just business, business, business. We actually had a couple of issues with some of my friends because of this. I mean, I was never available. Although, as much as I don't like using the word I am busy, my actions, anytime they reach out to me, like, babe, Alpha, let's do something like, okay, I beg, I'm not really chance right now. So I didn't even know, like, I didn't even know that I was doing this thing, because me, it's just work, 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 work. Although I used to go out once in a while, but then my work was taking more of my time, that I barely had time for other area of my life. Do you get? So I like I said, I had a couple of issues with some of my friends, and when they brought that to my attention, I had to sit myself down and I had to start I had to start learning on how to manage my time. Fine, I don't have workers yet. My brand is still growing, right? So most time I'm the one doing everything from going to market to production, taking pictures, deliveries. I'm the one running everything, and sometimes it can really get, I can be so choked that I barely have time for other stuff. But now I've been trying to manage my time by splitting what I'll be doing daily. But in all, I'm still trying, yeah, but now I've been creating time for my friends and loved ones. So it's not like all of my life is work, 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 as it has always been. We cannot be working every time. You cannot, as much as we all are trying to make money, you still need people. You still like need to have you still need to build relationship with your friends, your family, and even people, because it's get really lonely when you look around you and you do not have friends. It get really lonely. So in all, as much as we're trying to build our brand, make our life better, you should still try to balance your work life and your personal life. Your life shouldn't be about work. I mean, it shouldn't be about work all the time. So, guys, I think that is that. I mean, that is that on this video. So, you can let me know what you feel, and please, if you come across this video, don't forget to like this video. Please, please, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So, thank you, and I come your way next time. Bye.